Okay, Graham and I, as you all know, are incredibly cultured people. I expect you all know I'm fluent in French by now. Well, I don't know why, but we're having an evening of poetry, and my old headmistress, Mrs. Raxter. I mean, I couldn't read or write properly, but she used to read this particular poem out to us. So it's by Mary Howitt, who wrote it in 1829. And I was really thinking about this today, and it's a lovely poem. I hope you like it. It starts, "Will you walk into my parlour?" said a spider to a fly. "'Tis the prettiest little parlour that you ever did spy. The way into my parlour is up my winding stair, and I have many pretty things to show you when you're there." "Oh, no, no," said the little fly, "to ask me is in vain, for who goes up your winding stair can ne'er come down again. I'm sure you must be weary with soaring up so high. Will you rest upon my little bed?" said the spider to the fly. "There are pretty curtains drawn around, the sheets are fine and thin, and if you like to rest a while, I'll snugly tuck you in." "Oh, no, no," said the little fly, "for I've often heard it said, they never, never wake again who sleep upon your bed." Said the cunning spider to the fly, "Dear friend, what shall I do to prove the warm affection I've always felt for you? I have within my pantry good store of all that's nice. I'm sure you're very welcome. Will you please take a slice?" "Oh, no, no," said the little fly, "kind sir, that cannot be. I've heard what's in your pantry, and I do not wish to see." "Sweet creature," said the spider, "you're witty and you're wise. How handsome are your gauzy wings, how brilliant are your eyes. I have a little looking glass upon my parlour shelf. If you step in for one moment, dear, you shall behold yourself." "I thank you, gentle sir," she said, "for what you're pleased to say, and bidding you good morning now, I'll call another day." The spider turned him round about and went into his den, for well he knew the silly fly was come back again. So he wove a subtle web in a little corner sly, and set his table ready to dine upon the fly. Then he went out to his door again, and merrily did sing, "Come hither, hither, pretty fly, with the pearl and silver wing. Your robes are green and purple, there's a crest upon your head, your eyes are like diamonds bright, but mine are dull as lead." Alas, alas, how very soon this silly little fly, hearing his wily flattering words, came slowly flitting by. With buzzing wings she hung aloft, then near and nearer drew, thinking only of her brilliant eyes and green and purple hue, thinking only of her crested head. Poor foolish thing, at last up jumped the cunning spider and fiercely held her fast. He dragged her up his winding stair into a dismal den within his little parlour, but she never came out again. And now, dear little children, who may story read, to idle, silly, flattering words I pray you'll never give heed. Unto an evil counsellor, close heart and ear and eye, take a lesson from this tale of the spider and the fly. Now, I'm not much one for spiders. I freak out when I see them. I'm more of a cat person. My dad always used to call me Pussycat. And then Thomas the car thief, he heard my dad call me Pussycat, and he just thought that was so funny. So he started calling me Pussycat. And when the old Bill heard I was called Pussycat, they called me Pussycat. And when I was banged up in the cells, they got like they put the names of the boards, they put the actual names of the people they're holding in the cells, but they never put my name. They always put Pussycat, cell number, whatnot. Sergeant Fellingham, Hove Police Station, particularly used to do that. And I love cats. I love watching, how they creep up on things. They're kind of incredible predators. Anyway, there you go. An evening of culture. Whoever would have thought? It's your turn next, Graham. You'll have to find a poem for next week. I love the spider and the fly.
Mine would be McCavity the Mystery Cat by T.S. Eliot.
Oh, I haven't heard of that one.
McCavity, there's no one like McCavity.
Oh, there you go. I'm getting cultured then.